Hey everyone, it's Ashley and I'm back with another video, and this time I wanted to go over kind of like a really quick, easy, inexpensive type of Christmas gift. And you know, the holidays are coming up really soon, and unfortunately sometimes that means it can be really expensive, and I just thought, you know, for those gifts where you just want to make something cute and that would be usable and fun that the person might enjoy, this would definitely be a great one. And it's a peppermint sugar scrub. And it smells really great and it looks adorable once it's all packaged up, and it doesn't cost a lot, so I thought it would be a fun one to share with you guys. And I've seen this on different areas, you know, on the web, also on Pinterest, so, you know, I was definitely inspired to show you guys how to do this. So the first thing that you're going to need is just regular sugar, and the sugar amount that you use varies by the size of the jar. Something this small, which is a half pint jar, would be 1 cup. Something about this size, you're looking closer to 2 cups. And this I think would be a really good size to package it as. Or if you want to make a really big one, you can do one of these jars, and I think it's a quart jar, and it's about 4 cups. So for demonstration, I'm definitely going to use this one. And for this, you're going to need the sugar. You're going to need a quarter cup of oil for every 2 cups. So if that makes sense for you guys for conversion. A quarter cup to a third cup. Basically, you're going to add enough until it starts feeling like, you know, it's got a little bit of stick to it, but not a lot. You don't want it to be super oily. So the type of oil that you're going to want to use is either almond oil, coconut oil. You could use jojoba oil. You know, it's just a little bit thinner. Or olive oil. You can use that, but it's definitely thicker, so you're going to have to be a little more sparing with it. And also you're going to need some peppermint essential oil, and you can find this at health food stores, and I think they run, you know, somewhere $8, somewhere like that, but you only use a couple drops because it's that concentrated. So it's definitely a great one to have around, especially if you have headaches too. Just the smell of it, you know, helps relieve headaches. So, and also you want to add coloring to the mix. So you can either use a natural alternative, which is something like the juice from berries, beet juice, that type of thing will give you that kind of red color without it being artificial. Or if you just want to make it, you know, quick and go type of thing, you can use like the red food coloring. And I had some in my drawer, so I just figured I'd use it. So you're going to take your quarter cup of oil, and you're going to add it to your 2 cups of sugar here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. And then the next thing that you're going to do is to stir. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just stirring this together, and you get kind of this, you know, really kind of clumpy, granulated stuff. And also you want to add about 2 to 3 drops of the peppermint essential oil. I mean, it's super concentrated, so it doesn't take a lot. So I'm just gonna 1. That's like 3 right there, but okay. And it definitely has a really strong pepperminty smell, so it's really great for the holidays. You know, you get that kind of, you know, sweet candy smell without it being something that you're going to regret later. You know, it'll just make your skin feel great, and it'll make showers be a little bit more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this real quick, and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay guys, I've gotten it all finished with stirring, and you can see the consistency there. It just looks like, you know, really dewy and pretty. And the next step is you're going to want to separate it into 2 separate containers, the same amount approximately. I wanted to make a bigger amount, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, just add this to my current stash here, and then show you the rest of the process here. So you just keep them in separate ones, particularly because you're going to want to build layers, and you're going to want it to look, you know, really layered and cute. So, you know, having the white and then kind of the reddish pink, you know, separated will allow you to make that kind of candy cane kind of look. So once you have your white container, you don't have to do anything with that one, you just leave that. But for your red, and I had already started doing some of this, you're going to add, you know, probably about, for, you know, half of that, you're going to add at least a couple drops of this. You don't want to add too much, because you don't want it to be, you know, kind of overly dyeing. You don't want to leave someone with like red dye all over them. That's not very fun. But you just stir it until you get this kind of light pink consistency, and it's really, really pretty. I mean, this reminds me of the holiday already right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep stirring this real quick, and it's a super easy, you know, kind of task. This is, you know, it's a fun little gift that you can package really cute, and it doesn't really take a lot of time. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and everything's all mixed. We have our standard, you know, sugar scrub mix, and then we have the colored one that's kind of mixed up already. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your, like a regular piece of paper, and you're just going to kind of create like a little funnel, and you're going to put it inside your jar. You can make it smaller if you have a smaller jar, and you're just going to go ahead and put some in the bottom. And, you know, as it stands, it's not really the most attractive thing when you first pour it in. It doesn't look super even. So you're going to want to take, you know, something that you can kind of pat it down with. So I'm using this tiny, you know, measuring cup. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pat down the layers here to make it look a little bit more attractive. It doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know, when you layer it in, it's just going to look nicer if you kind of mimic, you know, the design of the candy canes. So that it looks, you know, more even as much as you can. So I'm just going ahead and patting it, and you want it to be a little bit, you know, firm in there. Okay, so I have the first layer, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is add the second layer real quick, and I'm just going to alternate back and forth with the white and the reddish kind of colors, so that they, you know, it looks really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and do this a few times, and I will go ahead and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished product, and I think it turns out really cute, you know, especially when you use a big jar, because you can really see the color differences here. But basically it gives you the kind of marbled effect, and it smells delicious. And just to finish it off, add a little bit of raffia. You can find that at the dollar store, you know, for a whole bunch. It's really inexpensive. Or you can also add some fabric to the top of the jar since it's a canning jar, or even create your own little label along the top. You know, you can just print out a cute picture, or write to and from and print that out and then just glue it on the top. So I just think it's a really cute, you know, super easy kind of gift, and it's something that's, you know, very practical, and it's just something, you know, that besides being practical, it's kind of fun too. It's cute. It kind of celebrates the holidays a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you guys want to make yourself a foot scrub, you can do the same type of thing, except you don't have to worry about coloring it. You can just do a straight scrub and just add a little bit extra oil comparatively to this. You're going to want it to be you know, slightly more oily, and that helps the foot scrub to work better. But for just a general one, this one works great. So if you liked this, you know, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!